Hey guys, Jason Whitehorn here from Got Worship Media, and we're cruising right along in Andy Chamberlain's series on 18 ways that you can really mess up your worship as a worship leader. And in day 2, we're cruising right along with that, and of course, we're looking at the ever-changing subject of singing things a little bit too high. Now, I've called this adequately enough pitch, swing, and a miss. Now, I say miss because of this. I think sometimes a lot of our worship leaders today, even though we're dudes, we seem to think that we're misses because we start singing these songs way up high. Now, I get asked this question a lot. Jason, what's the best key to do a song in for congregation? Well, I think that's actually a misnomer because there's really not an appropriate key for us to do songs in as worship leaders. Now, I know some of you are going to say, no, Jason, I do this song in this key all the time. This is the way that it should be, and I think this key is the appropriate. Really, I'm being honest with you. It's not a question of what key you're in. Now, here's why I say that. Most people between middle C and the C above, we call that from C to shining to C, that middle C to the C above is where most people are comfortable singing. For most men that have that baritone bass voice, it's the C below up to that same C, up to that C. That's where you're comfortable singing. Now, does that mean that C is the perfect key to sing in? No, absolutely not. See, the key to this, no pun intended, is not with key. The key is the range. Now, you look at the song, and if the notes and the melody within the range that you're looking at are way high, then that's where you might run into problems. If you sing through a melody, and as you're singing through that melody, all of a sudden that melody starts going up so high that you have to all of a sudden drop down to make it make sense, then you probably want to look at reevaluating what key that you're doing it in at that point. The problem is not necessarily the key. The problem is the range that you're doing it in. Now, here's a little tip that I use. Now, I'm fortunate enough that my wife sings a great alto, so I'll usually bounce ideas off of her, and I'll have her to sing through songs with me. That way I can say, honey, take a listen to this song. Why don't you sing this along with me? That way I've got a good idea. I know what my range is. I know what the typical male's range is. And I've got her singing along too, so I know what the typical female is going to be able to sing. If it's too high for her, chances are it's going to be too high for most average females too as well. Too low for her, not going to cut it for most females either. So if you're blessed to have a wife like I do, then you're all good. Otherwise, just take a listen to the range of what you're in, not necessarily the key. If it's too much of a range that you're having to jump and then all of a sudden drop back down just to make it make sense melodically yourself, then chances are you need to be dropping that key yourself. So keep that in mind next time you're making your song selections. Not the key, but the range. Remember, as always, if you've got more questions for me, you can always send them along to me at jason@gotworship.net. Until next time, thanks and God bless.